Hi guys, it's Nathaniel Mensah. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about finally my trip to Ghana. But first I'm gonna show you guys some of what I've did in Ghana. I'm here in Ghana with this nice fresh air. It feels
fresh air.
Baby, your money don't impress me. Fancy Neva, I've got my own. Baby, I know you just want to undress me. That's what you want, and try again. Try again. Ooh, things that you feel by my love, oh, love, oh, oh, oh. Ooh, things that you feel by my love, oh, love, oh. I don't want your money, I just want your loving, oh. I want, if I show me something better. I don't want your money, I just want your loving, oh. I want, if I show me something where I don't see before. Although you're there, Simsika, although you're there, Simvia. Into Mr. Otia, show me something deeper. Although you're there. Things that you feel by my love, oh, love, oh, oh. I don't want your money, I just want your loving, oh. I want.
Yeah, whoa. It's getting low. This is now 30. Oh god, I don't like this. Oh my god. Guys, look at this. Like, this is so crazy. I can't believe this is the last one we're doing. I can't believe I did this.
Mr. Otia, show me something deeper. Although you're there, Simsika, although you're there, Simvia. Into Mr. Otia, show me something. I don't want your money, I just want your loving, oh. I want, if I show me something better. I don't want your money, I just want your loving, oh. I want, if I show me something where I don't want your money, I just want your loving, oh. I want, if I show me something better. I don't want your money, I just want your loving, oh. I want, if I show me something where I don't see before. I just want your loving, oh. I want, if I show me something where I don't see before.
Download exclusives from hitsgh.com.
Although you're there, Simsika. Although you're there, baby, your money don't impress me. Fancy Neva, I've got my own. Baby, I know you just want to undress me. loving, oh. I want, if I show me something where I don't see before. Empty Mr. Ocha, show me something deeper. Empty Mr. Ocha, show me something. I don't want your money, I just want your loving, oh. I want, if I show me something better. I don't want your money, I just want your loving, oh. I want, if I show me something where I don't want.
So now that you guys have seen, you know, some of the things that I have done in Ghana, let me just say that, like, that was my first time in Ghana. So, like, it changed my whole life. I've never been there. I've seen some family I've never seen before. The culture, you know, like, people could tell you how Ghana is when they go, but you experiencing it yourself is definitely a different feeling, vibe that no one could really, like, feel for you in person. So, but today, like, I want to go over, like, the pros and the cons, you know, because, you know, I just want to go over that. So I think the first thing, I'm going to go with the pros first. And I'm going to say the first pro is the weather. The weather in Ghana, when I went, it was, December to January, and it was dry season. So it was hot, sunny, and, you know, December and January in America is cold. Like, it's not even, like, no, it's not. It is cold, and seasonal depression is a thing, and I think it affects people a lot. So just switching from, like, the cold to the hot weather, it was so nice, you know, like, when you see the sun, you're just naturally happy. So it's just better. The next thing I would say is, like, their environment. Like, they're very stress-free, very lax, very chill. Like, nobody's worried about what you're doing. Everybody's just worrying about themselves and surviving. Like, everyone is, for the most part, respectful. And yeah, just very friendly, you know, like, there's definitely a difference from Ghana and America. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the food. Yeah, the food in Ghana is I will say, is more fresh than in America. Yeah, they definitely care more about it being natural. They don't care to put, like, preservatives and all those type of things in their, like, vegetables, their fruits, or even when they're cooking. You know, a lot of their cooking will be from, like, a fire and outside, and it's not really, like, oven and stove all the time. Microwaves, you know, some places will not have these things. So a lot of it is naturally cooked. And even, like, their shea butter, like, the shea butter in Ghana and the shea butter here is not the same shea butter. Like, it's definitely different. So y'all need to check that. Back to, like, everyone caring about themselves, everyone focusing on themselves. I would say the biggest thing that I did see in Ghana is everybody wants to hustle. Like, most people are hustling. Like, you go and you're in your car and you're in the cab, people is really selling, you know, what they can in the streets. They're selling water, selling food, selling whatever they can, you know, to survive. And just seeing the currency difference from, like, Ghana to America, they're not, like, making so much, you know. So it's, like, it's crazy seeing, like, the difference and being more grateful to what you have as to what others are really striving for, you know. And another pro for me is a pro for me, because I know everybody's not going to be like, this is a pro. But, you know, the animals, they have lots of animals roaming free. They have dogs, they have goats, they have the chickens, they have the sheep. And they even have bats as well, and just different types of birds that you won't see in America, and lizards, and just a lot of things, other species. Yeah, that makes me happy. And they're not as friendly as an animal would be in America, because, you know, I don't know if it's the culture in Ghana where, like, they don't really care. They don't, like, care about the animals like that. So every animal is, like, scared and running away. So that's it. I think for me, I think that's the pros that I have. And obviously, like, the excursions that I did. Now, I'm going to talk about the cons. So the first con I'm going to talk about are the roads. The roads in Ghana are not great. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. Like, it takes, literally, when you leave your house, it almost takes an hour or 30 minutes to an hour to go everywhere. And it's not that it's that far. It's literally because the roads aren't good everywhere. Some roads are good. It's just a lot of the places, the roads are not good. They're very bumpy, very rocky, and I don't know what they're going to do about that. But, like, hopefully they can fix that soon. The next con is they don't have a lot of trash bins. Like, you could go out and it's just like you want to throw something out, but you don't want to litter. And you see that they kind of do litter a lot over there. They don't really have, like, a care for, like, you know, recycling and all those things. There's not a lot of those. Like, even in the mall, like, there wasn't a lot of trash bins there that I've seen. I was just like, oh, where am I going to throw out, you know, my stuff? It was just, I felt like it was hard to throw out something when it should be easy. Another thing that I'll talk about is, you know, the lacking of your daily necessities. There's gonna be lights out sometimes. Sometimes you won't have water. And depending on what house you are staying at, you might have to fetch water. You might have to go to a well to get water. You might have to go to a lake to get water. It depends. You might not always have lights or power at all. Wi-Fi is not in every house. Like, so these are things you have to think about or look for when you want to go to Ghana. You can't expect all these things to be there because you had it in America or you have it in wherever else you came from. You know, you're going to Ghana. You have to have an open mind. When I came, I didn't know exactly what I was getting myself into 100%. Like, my parents would tell me some things, but, you know, some things aren't the same even when I went. Like, my mom was telling me how's the toilet paper? Where you? And I was like, yeah, they have really good toilet paper. So it just depends on, like, what you are going and experiencing yourself. Yeah, another thing that they don't have is, like, they don't have addresses. So if you want to, like, get something mailed to you, it's, unless you have a really, really, really fancy place, you will have an address. But, like, not everyone has access to have an address. Hopefully they can fix that. You know, even when we were doing our Ubers, it was hard to navigate that because, and yes, they do have Ubers. That is another pro, actually. But yeah, but it's only cash. It's cash only, but some Ubers do have card. But yeah. But I was saying, like, it is hard to navigate through, you know, traveling through cars or even through Ubers because you would have to put a landmark destination. Like, where I was staying, a church was a destination that we would have to put that was across from where we were staying. So it was just, you know, it has to be a place. If there was no landmark, it would have been hard. You would literally have to say, turn here, turn there, you know, like basically an olden time. And yeah, that's just what you gotta do, you know. Okay. The biggest thing for me, the biggest con in Ghana is the customer service from most people that are working, to the hospitals that are working, to the food people, the food workers that are working. They don't have they have a lack of urgency. They just don't, they do not care about your time. Like, I don't understand how I can go to a restaurant and I can put in an order and, you know, it's just like no one really, they're not really pressed about it. I don't know why, but it's like, okay, I can order and then it will take 2 to 3 hours. 1 hour to, it shouldn't be like a minimum of 1 hour to 2 hours to get your food. That's ridiculous. Nobody wants to wait that long. No one has that much time. I mean, maybe over there they do, but nobody wants to have that much time to wait to eat. You don't know how hungry somebody is, and that's crazy. And then like when people when the order is messed up, now it has to be another hour or 2 hours for, you know, your order to be fixed. That is just a lot of the, it has happened to so many of my friends and family that were there, and it happened to me, and it was on multiple occasions. Like, I think the customer service needs to be better. I think people need to care, be more efficient, you know, be quick, not be distracted, not have side conversations when you're taking care of somebody in the hospital. You know, someone is sick. Why are you having conversations with your coworker why somebody is sick? Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand. That shouldn't be happening. So, like, that is my biggest thing that I really do hope changes the customer service. Like, they just need to be quicker, prepare, you know, care about delivering the food, making sure the order is correct, talking, communicating, being more assertive, because in Ghana you have to be assertive or else things will not get done. That's just what I've learned from like doing that and being there and being with my family or friends. That just what has to be done. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, I appreciate it. I really had an amazing time in Ghana, life-changing experience. Yeah, I'm just happy. I guess I could talk more about why my experience was so life-changing. Just going to another country, especially the country that I'm from, you know, it was just really amazing to see how, feeling that I could actually live here if I wanted to, you know. Like, I could, because of how peaceful it is compared to America. America's very stressful, you know, everyone's very fast-paced, 9 to 5. Every day I gotta go to work, you know, and it's very, like, forceful. Like, you have to. If you're not doing that, you feel like you're stressed. You're not doing anything for yourself. And it's really crazy because in Ghana, you have your house, you know, you pay and it's cheap, but you have so much space. So much space in your house. I guess that's another pro. Like, you have a big house instead of New York housing where it's like you pay so much and you have like a people would say a closet, and it's just it's true. You have so much room, and that also like helps with your mental health. Like, I feel like Ghana puts you in a position to have less mental health because of all the things, the way it is, the way the people are, the way the system kind of is, you know, as of like, they're very stress-free. And I do appreciate that. It has changed my life. I do want to go back, and yeah, very happy that I went. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.